Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be opening up the limited edition of Cold Steel 4. I know that a lot of people have already got this, but I didn't because NIS America botched the delivery in Europe, and it's been nearly about a month after release now, but I finally got it yesterday at last after like ages of waiting. So let's have a look anyway guys, let's open it up for you. So the first thing you notice immediately about the box, it's quite heavy. It is surprisingly heavy. It feels like they've jammed it with stuff, which is great. You know, I'm happy that they've done that. But, you know, let's have a look inside anyway and see what they've actually got for us. Now, I know that a few people have already finished the game, and it's pretty much got the reception that I thought it would anyway. Some people love it, and some people really cannot stand it, which is pretty much what I expected. I mean, the game does divide opinion quite a bit, especially in Act 2. I know that Act 2 is pretty much where the game I wouldn't say falls apart, but it does struggle a little bit. But after that, it's all amazing. Well, at least I thought it was amazing. There we are, guys. On the outside here, you've got this outer sleeve. There you go. Got Millium there, of course, and the sword of the end. Very nice. And like I say, this is an outer sleeve. So obviously, slide it off, and there you go. That's really nice, actually. I quite like that design. Initially, they actually had the Awakeners cover, and you know they changed it to that S-Craft cutting. A lot of people weren't too pleased with it at first. I wasn't either, but I understand why they did it because they actually they've actually moved the Awakeners cover to the steel case instead. So let's have a look inside, shall we? So the first thing we got, obviously, the game itself. Trails of Cold Steel 4 Frontline Edition. Heroes must unite. Yeah. And of course, this is where the interconnectivity of the games comes to a head, because you get quite a lot of the main characters from the series appearing in this one. It's why I love it. It's why I love it anyway. I felt the interconnectivity really did help this game as well. On top of having a good story. Let's have a look inside, shall we? I do want to check inside actually for my own peace of mind, because I think there was someone on the subreddit who received the game and there was no game. So I'm hoping that is not going to be the case with me as well. Jesus, oh. Over there. Right. Okay, cool. There. Oh, okay. Look at this. Got a soundtrack, I think? Yeah, got a soundtrack. Echoes of Erebonia. Behind it is, yes, the game. Okay, thank God. Oh God, if I didn't have the game, I'd be a bit, well, perturbed, to say the least. And there it is, right there. Very nice. Now, let's have a look at the manual, of course, we always do. The Black Records. Black Records. And you've got Reen there, looking a bit worse for wear. As he generally does. I mean, in this the second half of Cold Steel, he's always been a bit unlucky. There you go, inside there you've got Yuna, and Reen as well. There's some cool stuff there. Kurt and Altina. Altina actually grew on me. Altina's become one of my favourite characters in the series, especially in the second half. She was great. Alright, let's move on. See what we got next. Okay, so next we've got the soundtrack. Twilight Resonance. Yeah, it's very nice. Love the artwork as well on the back there. Very nice. Okay, let's have a look inside as well. But yeah, I mean, I've heard that people have been having a good time with the game. There's no doubt about that. Some people, like I say, have loved it. Some people really do not like it. Which is fair enough, you know. Everyone has their opinions. Obviously, there's been a few reviews as well that have sparked a bit of, I wouldn't say controversy, but they've sparked a little bit of debate among the fandom. But, like I say, that's the beauty of opinion, and, you know, that's why we live in a free world, and we're lucky to have that. There it is, very nice, Valamar. Very nice disc, actually, as well. I quite like that. That's beautiful. Now you've got Reen on the other side there. I quite like his new outfit as well. I really do like his new outfit in this game. I think it looks great. I mean, I thought his old one was good as well, but I think this one is better. I'm just more a fan of black, I guess. Yeah, that's very cool. So I put that down there. Okay, next. Next. Okay, this is the Complete Black Records, which I think is an art book. I believe it's an art book. Yes, it is. Look at that. That's really nice. I will say, even though I was a bit annoyed at NISA America for botching the EU release, I cannot deny that they make very good limited editions. This kind of stuff is just awesome, man. Really cool. It's a nice cover as well. Like, it's quite sturdy as well. They did the same with Cold Steel 3 with the student handbooks. Very similar in this regard. Very nice as well. Awesome. Alright guys, next item is going to be the steel case. Now I've heard good things about this steel case, and I can already tell it looks pretty damn awesome. Look at that. Wow. Oh wow, that's actually really nice. It's got Ream kind of popping out a little bit as well. It's kind of like engraved in. Really nice actually. That's beautiful. That's a really nice steel case. I think they changed this steel case design as well. It was a bit darker, I believe, before. Wow, that's really nice. They did a good job on this, man. They did a really good job on this steel case as well. Let's have a look inside. And there's our reversible covers. Oh, okay. They don't have the Awakeners cover. Maybe that was in the other one. Maybe that was in the other game, the actual game itself. Awesome. That is really cool. I'm a sucker for steel cases anyway, and especially really nice design ones like this. I definitely think this one's better than the Cold Steel 3 one that we got last year. Alright, moving on. Tell you what, it is packed out, this. It is really packed out. And, oh, look at this. I appreciate this. I really do appreciate this. Warning, 100 spoilers if you open it. I do like that. I do appreciate that NIS America did decide to do that, because I think there definitely are spoilers for the Divine Knight, which in my opinion, I don't care what anyone says, they are the best thing about the Erebonia arc. I love the Divine Knights. So there you go, you've got Reen and Valimar. Very cool. Yes, Arian Road. What is the name of that one? Argrayan, that's it, Argrayan, the Argent Knight. Okay, next. There we go, we got El Prado and Lucius Malfoy. No, it's not Lucius Malfoy, of course it's not. It's blooming Rufus Alvarez with the Golden Knight. El Prado. Strange name for a Divine Knight though. El Prado. Sounds like he should be doing Matadoring. Of course we got Crow and Ordine. I'm glad that Crow appeared again, man. I'm glad that he did appear. I know that the reviving him was a bit much for some people, but I appreciate that they did it. Here we go. We got Ishmelga and Osborne. Really cool as well. I actually like what they did with Osborne's character as well. Obviously, I'm not gonna say much more than that, but Zector and the boss, and then we got the Git. Nah, it's Prince Cedric. Prince Cedric, of course, and the Vermilion Knight. I do feel bad for Cedric. I think Cedric, I know he's a little bit of a brat in Cold Steel 3, but I think Cold Steel 4 did a better job on him. Yeah, those are cool. Those are really nice. And now the last thing, guys, the last thing we have in here is this. It is the poster. The fabric poster. And there you go. If you had any doubt who is on this fabric poster, well, there you go, right there. I'm going to hang that up for you guys as well, so you guys can get an idea of what it looks like. It'll probably look quite similar to this YS VIII one that I've got right here, in terms of size. But I love the fabric posters, it's great that they put that in as well. And there you go, guys, that is it. That is the Cold Steel 4 limited edition, but we're going to be now moving on to the other limited edition. So let's swap over right now. And here we are, guys. This is the second item that we're going to be opening, and this is the Sen no Kiseki limited edition. This is the Eternal Preservation edition, so the limited edition that released in Japan back in 2018. And I've had this since May, and I've wanted to open it for a while, but I thought I might as well open it when Cold Steel 4 was announced as well. I felt it would be a good video to put together so you guys can compare the two limited editions. Now, the first thing you'll notice is that they are very different, and this one is very heavy as well. And I know that some people will probably be thinking that this one is not worth the money, because most of the value is derived from free items inside here. But let's open it up and have a look, shall we? So I bought this one here from Play Asia. It was the last one there. You can't get them off Play Asia anymore. And you can, I think, still get them on, say, eBay and stuff like that. I think I paid about £90 for my one. Which I was quite lucky to get, to be honest, because it was the last one there. But, yeah, there you go. Then you got this little slider here. Put that over there. Alright, look at that. Very nice. So, let's have a look inside. Got a little bit of damage there on the side, but that's alright. I mean, I'm not going to sew it on. This is mine to keep. So, let's have a look inside, shall we? Alright. So, ooh, okay. Guess like that. Alright. That's interesting. So the first thing we've got here is a letter. From Milliam, I believe. Not from Milliam, sorry. From Altina to Milliam. Confidential from the Black Rabbit. Because of course we all know what happens to Milliam at the end of Cold Steel 3. And I believe this here is DLC. DLC for a costume. Which I won't be redeeming, of course. It's not really what I want to be doing, but let's have a look inside here. Oh, look at that. That's cool. A letter from Altina to Milliam, and of course, they became quite close during the course of Cold Steel 3 and Cold Steel 4. It's a nice relationship those two had. What's inside here as well? That's cool. And that's the okay, so that's the first part. There you go. I'm not going to try and read that, guys, because my Japanese isn't the greatest. So I'll leave that to an expert. And let's see what else we got here. And of course, we got the game. So this was the open copy that I had when I played it for the first time. Have a look inside here. The back of it right there. And then on the inside you got the game itself, and then you got the manual as well. The manual was okay, didn't really have much in it, but you know. So, you know, some cool stuff there. But yeah, that's the game, if you wanted to see it. The final part, and the part that makes this extremely heavy, that gives this, this limited edition its girth. There we go. Look at that. That is awesome. So here we are, guys. These are the Black Records. Confidential synopsis. Sorry, not the Black Records. Confidential synopsis of the previous games in the series. In Japanese format, of course, as well. Going back to forth, stuff like that. You've got Reen and Elisa on the back there. Very cool. And then on the inside, I mean, they're proper books as well, guys. Look, proper synopsis of the games, of the previous games, all in Japanese. So I mean, if you wanna read them for practice, well, there you go. Can't really go wrong with this. But full-on synopsis of Cold Steel 1. You got your synopsis of Cold Steel 2. A darn sight less heavy and less thick than the other one. Because Cold Steel 2, in terms of story, isn't actually as long, I would say. I mean, it's not the longest game in the world. Very nice. On the back here, we got, of course, Crow and Reen. Of course we do. Very nice, very nice. And then the last one, Cold Steel 3, of course. And this one is very chunky. Oh my god, that is chunky. Whew! Oh boy. That is awesome, though. Wow, love it. Freaking love it. That is awesome. On the back there, we've got Reen and Altina, of course. That seems to be the the pairing that seems to prevail out there. Not in a romantic way, of course. I mean, this Reen and Altina is kind of like father and daughter, or older brother and little sister. But, yeah, look at that. Full synopsis of Cold Steel 3 as well. That is where most of the value comes from on this one. Most of the value comes from these books, these synopsis, and then obviously, like I say, you've got the game and you've got the postcard as well. Like, you can tell the quality. Well, I hope the quality is shining through a little bit on the camera. That's really awesome. But there it is, guys. Those are the Cold Steel 4 limited edition openings. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Hope you guys enjoyed Cold Steel 4 as well, if you're planning to play it or playing it currently. And I will see you guys very soon, where we're going to be starting on the Cold Steel 4 community ranking.